toured Europe this summer. We had such a great experience last year, and our show was very memorable, and the kind folks at Punk Rock Holiday asked us to come back, and we couldn't say no. It's in a beautiful place, and the scenery is great, and it's in a country that we don't get to very often, and you know, we're lucky enough to be here twice in the last year. But more than anything, it's a true punk rock festival, and there are a lot of festivals that say they're punk rock festivals, but they've got barricades, they've got separation, there's no stage diving, there's no real connection between the audience and the bands, and this festival is the antithesis of that. I mean, it is band and audience as one, and that's a really great thing. We get a lot of optimism, we get a lot of youth from doing this, so there are times when I'm sore and I feel old and I know, like, wow, I've been doing this a long time, but then there are other times where I look at my friends in Bad Religion and NoFX, and they're older than I am and they're still going bigger than ever, and I'm like, hey man, we can still grow as a band, and we can still learn, and we can still create new and important things, and that's why we keep going. Well, I'm sure there's some people that are just singing along because they either like the song, or they have friends that like it, or they think it's cool or whatever, but for the most part, I really do believe that people that like Anti-Flag know that we are a band that stands against racism, stands against sexism, homophobia, nationalism. It's been clear to me through the people we've met who have come up and said just the very same thing, like, until I heard your band, I thought a certain way, and now I think differently. That's tremendously humbling and inspiring, and it gives us the strength to go on for 20 years. Just fucking fashion! Obviously, what's happening in Turkey and in Egypt is very near and dear to us. You know, anytime people are pushing for freedom and pushing for equality and justice, we support them. The women that are in prison from Pussy Riot, they're still very much in our hearts and on our minds. We believe that as long as they're in prison, we will be speaking about them. Political prisoners, prisoners of conscience like Pussy Riot are only as valuable as the people that are talking about them. You know, if people stop talking about Pussy Riot or caring about Pussy Riot, you know, it may be quote-unquote old news, but then who wins if you stop talking about it?